The ROM file type is a digital copy of a game cartridge. It does nothing on its own. You need an emulator to act as the console to play it. I'm Evan Brooks, Certified Support Engineer. Let's set up the emulator. To quickly determine if the ROM file is recoverable, try opening it with a robust, universal file viewer. I'll provide a link to my tried-and-true software here and later on. Your ROM file is considered part of the firmware file family. The design foundation relies solely on the read-only memory image type. The ROM file is a generic file extension that refers to a read-only memory image. It functions as an exact digital copy of the data stored on the firmware chip or cartridge of a legacy system, like the GameBoy used by Basilisk II. The format is purely structural, raw binary data. Its integrity relies on the binary data being an exact match to the original chip. The file is only usable by a specialized emulator like Basilisk II, which mimics the hardware architecture required to execute the ROM as code. Your first application to test with ROM should be Basilisk II from open source. Full file extraction and decompression must be managed by a third-party utility. Windows does not support firmware-level viewing, so operations must be done in matching device software. Open the context menu by right-clicking the ROM file and selecting Open With. Start your test with Basilisk II if it shows up. If not, don't hesitate to try several other programs on your list. If you are still having trouble opening the ROM file, do not worry. Given the primary failure, we need precision. Execute these 3 specific troubleshooting moves to identify why the ROM file won't cooperate. First, identify the emulator. Determine which specific console the ROM is for, e.g. NS, SNES, GBA, and download a compatible emulator. Next, check compatibility, size. Ensure the ROM file is not corrupt and that the emulator supports the specific game's mapping OSH header. Finally, use a ZIP extractor. In rare cases, if the file fails to load, rename the extension to ZIP and attempt to extract a differently named ROM file from inside the archive. When the final ruling is that the file is too structurally unique for basic software, we can move directly to the promised resolution built for formats like this. It's worth the attempt. When troubleshooting fails, FileMagick steps in. Its unique ability to instantly render a preview of the ROM file, even with archive errors, makes it essential. Find the tool at filemagick.com. Welcome aboard to any new viewers. If you found this helpful, click subscribe and join our community. Wishing you success with your files.